marketinganddesign.com. And thank you so much for watching my video. So obviously you can see that I have a very special guest here with me today, someone that I've known for a long time. For 14 years, we actually busted out our calculators. We're like, how long have we been in this game together? And it's been 14 years. So I'm going to introduce my friend in just a second. But what I want to do today is bring something completely different to my YouTube channel today. I want to create this awesome, like interview style content because I thought it would be a cool idea to get two people who have been on this journey for a really, really long time, finally had our breakthroughs, right? We finally hit the six figures, like the elusive, 6 figures in our businesses. And we've learned so many things along the way. So I was like, who better to bring onto my channel than one of my best friends in the world online. And we've met in person too. Like we've had dinner, she's come to my house, the whole 9 yards. And so who better to bring on my channel than my very good friend, Lisa Torres, who is honestly, I've seen your journey, Lisa. She was the girl from the Bronx, and I'll let you tell I'll let you tell your story a little bit, Lisa, in a minute. But she started in the Bronx in a 2-bedroom apartment where Lisa and I used to talk like almost on the phone, like almost every day. We were two girls trying to build our dream business, and then she had a breakthrough. She finally, started to make her dreams happen. And now when I look at you, Lisa, I see everything that you've accomplished. And the cool thing about this industry is that even if you grow or as you grow, as I should say, there's always room to stay humble, because you never know if even your best friend can teach you something new that you can be better at, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So work hard, stay humble, and always be willing to learn something new, because I know that I've learned a lot of stuff from you, Lisa, as well as I'm sure you probably learned one or two things from me too,
Definitely.
So with that being said, I want to go ahead and introduce my good friend, Lisa Torres. And before we get going, I want you to tell me just a little bit about your journey so that we can set the stage to share with you guys 5 mistakes to avoid when you're building an online business. Now, before Lisa, I'm so sorry, I have to interrupt myself. Before I get with Lisa, we can only share 2 on YouTube, okay? Because there's not going to be enough time. So here's what we're going to do, all right? We're going to give you 2 here on YouTube, but if you want to know the other 3, and they're really juicy, and I got to take it off YouTube, then I'll have a link right below this video that you can enter your name and your email to access the other 3, because we're gonna go behind the curtain and share some stuff that's not only gonna be like whoa, but it's gonna give you tons of value as well and help you take your business to the next level, because that's what we want to do with this interview at the end of the day. So all right, so we're gonna do 2, and then head on over to the link below after we're done to go through the other 3. All right, Lisa, so first of all, go ahead and just share your story a little bit with us, and where you've been and how you got here. And it's all yours.
All right. Well, hello. Welcome to Barbie's channel. Thank you so much for inviting me to do this. Every time we get together and do like silly little things like this, and I don't say silly, I mean like adding value, but in a silly kind of way, like we always get. It's always a lot of fun. So thanks for inviting me again. Okay, where do I start? So I got started with my online journey in 2007 when I got laid off from my job. And this was when obviously the only thing that we had back then was YouTube and MySpace, right? And so we didn't have social media the way we know it today, which is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. We didn't have any of those things back then. And so all we had was YouTube, which is probably where you're watching this right now. And we had MySpace. I don't know if you guys have been around long to even remember MySpace, but MySpace was our social media. MySpace is where we would connect with people. It was our social platform back then.
It was like our Facebook back then. It was like our Facebook.
It was our Facebook back then. Yes, it was. Yep, it absolutely was. And so I started because I got laid off from my job. And when I walked out of the office building, I said to myself, I will never work for someone again, because I always had a dream to be an entrepreneur. And I always had a dream of working for myself and not for someone else. So I felt like this was the opportunity. The day that I got laid off was the opportunity, my opportunity to never look back. So once I walked out of that building and I was headed to the bus stop back home to my house or my apartment, my two-bedroom apartment in the Bronx, in my mind, I was done. There was like no going back, no more convincing. I don't know what I was going to do. I don't know how I was going to do it, but I knew that I will never get on a bus to go to Manhattan to work for someone else again. And you know what? I never did. And so I put my creative hat on and I started writing a list of things that I could do to make money. And some of the things that I started doing to make money was babysitting kids, right? I was charging $75 a person. Remember that? I started, we had Craigslist back then. Craigslist was actually fairly new back then. So it was like a hot thing to post and look for jobs and stuff on Craigslist. And I found people that were looking for people to put like presentations together, documents together. And I was good at that because I was always working in office administrative type of stuff at my jobs. And so I had that experience. And so I started taking these odd jobs from Craigslist. I used to dress up as a clown, believe it or not, I'm so embarrassed. But yes, I used to dress up as a clown and do children's parties on the weekends and dress up like, different characters and stuff like that. And I did all, my husband went out, he took our SUV and because he was like, I'm not, he was the stay-at-home dad because we had our 5-year-old at the time that I got laid off. And I was the breadwinner and he was, so now we have no income coming in. So now I'm home and we have to put our creative juices on. Remember, we have to get our creative juices flowing. And so he took our SUV and he started cabbing, is what we call it in New York, cabbing. Of course, this is way before Uber even, was a thought. So he was cabbing. And so we made money that way. And then, eventually I started looking online. I got on YouTube. I started doing YouTube videos. I got into affiliate marketing, network marketing. And then eventually that led into me coaching and then creating my own courses. And then eventually becoming a 6-figure earner, moving out of the Bronx, building my dream home here in Atlanta, Georgia. In 2017. And so here I am, right? So it definitely was a journey. And you know what? Guess what? Who was there from the beginning? That woman right there.
Oh,
right
yeah.
here.
I can attest to it all. And I remember when it was cold, it would be cold in New York. I was like, how is LaVolta going to go cabbing? He's like, he just gets in the car and goes in the snow and he does what he got to do. I was like, wow, you guys. Yep. I do remember. And so that's why it's like, man, when you see, this is what's so freaking amazing. And I actually shared this in another interview that I had, right before we hopped on. And that is, you did the same thing that I did. And that is, we hung on to the vision. We hung on to the vision of, I never want to do this again. I want to live this way. And I don't know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what's going to come together. But what I do know is that I don't want this, right? So what do I got to do to get here, And then things start to kind of like come together, as you start to get closer to that vision, which
there's income streams all around us. We just have to tap into them.
They're everywhere. It's almost like you have to tap into them and almost like align with them, because not every income stream is the right income stream for everybody. Right. But if you have a vision of like, okay, I want my life to look like this. I want to be able to, take my kids to whatever. If I need to drive my kid to work, or I want to be present for my husband afternoon. I want to be able to take care of aging parents or whatever. I want to be able to have dogs that I can enjoy or whatever. Well, guess what? Not only do you need money, but you need a certain type of lifestyle to do that. That doesn't mean you gotta like shoot for a freaking mansion and a yacht. No. It's what is it that you specifically want for your life, your situation, And so you're a lot like me, Lisa, in the sense that you're like, okay, these are my strengths, but I'm also going to leverage systems, tools, technology to automate a lot of my processes so that I can still make money when I'm not on my computer. My business can grow even when I'm not online, so that literally we can have our cake and eat it too, right?
That's right.
And we say that in the most humble way possible, because for me, I see it as a blessing that we are where we are, but we worked really hard to get here, and we had to overcome a lot of challenges, and we did a lot of the wrong things too, right? So that's where I want to start. Like, we have made a lot of mistakes, and right now, I don't know what part of your journey you're at right now as you're watching this video, but we have, between the both of us, well, first of all, you just aged both of us, like major, okay? Talking about Craigslist, talking about MySpace, and everyone's like, what is MySpace? What is that thing? Like, it's like when I tell my kids, I used to have a beeper, right? They're like, how old are you? You know? So it's like, so between me, Lisa and I, we have like a century of experience under our belt, right? Not that, we're not that old, okay?
Almost 2 centuries. In 5 years, it'll be 2 centuries.
I know, because I'm turning 50 this year. Right?
Yeah.
We won't tell her. She does it. She looks amazing. I always thought, like, what is your like routine? You know, because you.
So I'm 51. Yeah, I'll be 52 this year. It's 2022, so I'll be 52.
Girl, but yeah. Okay, all right. We look okay. Okay, I'm like, I didn't think I was. I still feel young too. So you know.
One word: grapeseed oil.
Grapeseed oil. There you go. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Hold on. Let me. Where's my notepad? Yeah. All right. But anyway, but the thing is, yeah, like, we have a lot of experience under our belt. We've done a lot of crazy things, you know, like getting kicked out of Home Depot parking lots and all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay. Trying to build our businesses. But there are 5 specific mistakes that I think are probably the ones that are like, you got to just avoid them. Avoid them. We're going to save you so much time and energy right now, you know. And warning, you want to go try and see, but these are the ones that for sure, I think we can both agree on, Lisa, that you just got to avoid them. Okay. So the first one is, if you're building a business and you are affiliated with a network marketing company or an affiliate marketing company, something that is not your own company. Okay. The first mistake you want to avoid is, do not say your company name on social media. Okay. Don't say your network marketing company name. And it feels counterintuitive, right, Lisa? And I want you to share your view on this, because our natural inclination is to want to just scream to the rooftops, I just affiliated with this new company and they're amazing. And they sell this product and it's the best thing since sliced bread. And oh my God, you have to blah, 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 you know, and then it's like, you sound like a commercial, right? That's the one thing. But the second thing, and it's funny because they asked me this question earlier today, and you know, I'm like, you never say the company name, okay? Because you might lose your future like rock star, okay? Because when I signed up for my affiliate company, Lisa, somebody posted on Facebook a graphic, and I do not know who they are. For the life of me, I cannot remember. If you literally backed me into a corner, I would not know who that person was. But what I do remember is that they posted a graphic with the company logo on it. And they said, I just became an ambassador for this company. And I was like, oh, did you? What does that mean? Right? So what did I do? I went to Google, and then I went to YouTube, and I looked up the company name, and I started to research different people, because I was looking to join something that's going to create that leverage and time freedom and money and all that stuff, right? So I'm like, that's what I did. I went and researched. Okay. So for me, that is like one thing that if you're doing that right now, if you're plastering your company name all over social media, specifically Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, okay, Pinterest, don't do it. All right. Now, I do have an exception for YouTube, because YouTube is SEO driven. It is keyword driven. So there is an exception where you can use the company name, because people are searching for the company. They're searching for reviews. They're searching for that kind of information. But on those other platforms, don't say the company name because you might lose your next six-figure earner. Because what happened was, after I researched the company, I researched the person that I felt like I could connect to the most, or who I felt like I resonated with the most, which is why it's so important to brand yourself. And the rest is history. And that person, whoever that person was, I don't even know if they're with the company anymore, but I built my affiliate team with someone else who was marketing in the right way. So tell me what you think about that, Lisa.
Well, first of all, I have to agree with you when it comes to network marketing and YouTube, right? I believe that YouTube is the platform to blatantly promote like the name, because it's a search platform. Facebook and Instagram are not search platforms. You know what I mean? People come to YouTube to learn more about the compensation plan. They want to learn about the products or whatever it is. So yes, this is a safe environment here on YouTube to do that. But the reason why you don't want to blatantly do that on social media, in my opinion, is because, first of all, we're talking about branding here, right? That is not your company. See, for me, if like, for example, I have courses under my belt, right? Those are my courses. I own them, which means I can blatantly promote my courses and my brand online because they're mine. They don't belong to anybody else on the planet except me. So nobody can compete against me, right, with my products. But if we are, if you and I are in the same company, you know, XYZ company, and we're both promoting the XYZ products, and we're, you know, showcasing the products, and we're like, oh, look at my product, blah, blah, blah. By the way, my cup is really cool. It says, what does it say? She got mad hustle and a dope soul.
I like that. That's a
it was a gift. It was a gift from one of my clients. But anyway, so how can we stand out? How can we stand out? How can we stand out from each other if we're both online promoting and, you know, blatantly showcasing our product? So this is our product, and we're both, you know, showcasing and taking pictures like this, and, you know, how we stand out, right? So that's number one. Number two is, what happens if this company no longer exists? What happens? So now we're on, you know, we have a year or 2 years or 3 years of pictures like this all over social media with a product that we are no longer aligned with. Right? Yeah. So let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. And instead, let's start creating curiosity. Right? Let's start branding ourselves and putting ourselves in the front. Right? Let's stop doing that. So so that's no, go ahead.
Well, because when you showed the remote control, and I see both of us here, right? And let's say I have the same exact remote control, right? You gave me like an incredible visual, right? So you're holding that remote control. I'm holding that remote control. What is the different thing in the picture? You or me? You both, everyone has a choice to buy that remote control. It's the same remote control, but people are trying to figure out, do they want to buy it from Lisa or do they want to buy it from Barbie? And what is going to be that difference is your story, how you connect with people, if you resonate with people, if you're, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why everything comes back to personal branding. You are the gateway. You're the gateway, not the product, not the company, none of that stuff. And that's why you don't want to be, you know, posting it all over social media. Not to mention, it gets annoying if you're always posting about the company and that's all you have. It's like, it's almost like you're like a one-hit wonder. It's like you
have no value to give. Mm-hmm.
You're not giving any value. Exactly. It's like a broken record. So I think that we both can agree that don't be using your company's name in your social media stuff. Okay. Brand yourself, but use the SEO power of like YouTube and your website, your blog. You can do it on your blog too. You know, anything that is SEO oriented, because people are researching, and when people are researching, that is the lowest hanging fruit. That is the person that's basically ready to buy. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to capture that person's attention, but just keep in mind that, just like the remote control example, you know, if you're looking for a company, the Juicy Juice company, right? And then you got Lisa, you got Barbie, and you got Joe, and all three of them are doing reviews, right? Then you're going to end up signing up with the person that resonates the most with you. So that's why it's important to brand you and not just the company. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. All right. I love it. Okay. So the second one, and I know you know a right way to do this, Lisa, because I mean, you're a prospecting ninja. I know you don't like to do it anymore, but when you did it really well. I would be like, Lisa, I'm an introvert, man. I can't do that the way you do it. But Lisa, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But the one that you should avoid, is pitching total strangers in their DMs. Okay. Pitching total strangers in their DMs. Now, Lisa, I really can't speak to this because I try to build systems around me to always get people to come back to me. But you are a different personality. You are more bold. You are okay with networking, connecting with people through Messenger and all this stuff. But there is a right way to do it. So tell me about that. What do you think about that as being a big mistake you should avoid, pitching people in your DMs?
Yeah. So first of all, I get this all the time and it drives me nuts. Like every day, almost at least once a day, every day, if not more. But at least once a day, I get in my DMs on Instagram or my DMs on Facebook or whatever. I will get people who sometimes we're not even friends. Sometimes, we're not even connected, and they'll send me a blatant message talking about this new thing that they, just got into, and they're sending their links and all this kind of stuff, right? And then you'll have some people that we have been connected, but we don't really have a relationship like that. And they'll find them inside of my DMs asking me if, or not even asking, but telling me and just blatantly putting the link there.
To buy their book?
To what?
To buy their book?
Yeah.
Remember that one? It was like, did you get that message? I got it too. Remember?
I had someone just the other day, I think it was like yesterday or the day before. I had someone who we are connected on Facebook, but we don't really have that relationship. And he is not into network marketing. This is in a different niche, and he still did it. And even if you're in a different niche, you should not be doing this. So he does Amazon. He has products on Amazon. So he sent me a video to basically tell me to buy his products from his store so that he can get the reviews, because the reviews is what helps them, I guess I don't know how Amazon works with their algorithm or something like that, but I guess they need reviews in order to be found when people do the search or whatever. So you don't know me. Why are you asking me to buy something? Right? We don't have a relationship like that. About me.
It's me centered. And marketing has to be you centered.
Right.
The other person.
Right. And so I just laughed and I didn't even respond, because I'm like, you know what? I can't even deal. I don't have time for this.
Right.
So the right way to do it is to, first of all, ask questions, right? And when you find the opportunity to make an offer, to give an invite to see a presentation, to create some kind of value in that conversation, whether it's a new relationship that you just connected with somebody or an old one, okay? The bottom line is that if you're gonna be connecting with people and having conversations with people, it starts with you asking questions to find their problems and to see if there's something that you have in your bucket of different affiliate programs or network marketing companies that you're with. Is there something in my basket that can help that person? Like if you're building multiple streams of income and you have, 3 affiliate programs, 1 network marketing company, a coaching program, or whatever it is, a course, right? You have a bucket of income streams for yourself, but you're having a conversation with somebody. So if I have a conversation with you and you're telling me you're struggling, I don't know, to get leads, I may have a course to teach you how to get leads. So I will give you an invite to come and check it out if I find that in our conversation.
Right.
right? So it starts with
Right.
a conversation.
Right. Well, because we're at the end of the day, we are problem solvers. We're there to solve people's
Correct.
problems. So, for example, if I just joined, like a diet company, and Lisa's in tremendous shape, and she's whatever, or maybe she's vegan and she doesn't eat a certain diet, and I'm like, Lisa, you have got to check out this shake. Oh my God, it's so delicious, right? And she's gonna be like, I'm not
The
in the market.
vegan,
Not in
no,
the
then
market
it's not for
for it.
me.
Yeah, I'm not in the market for it, right?
Right.
But if you go and you're like, hey, Lisa, I don't know about you, but I've been, trying to be more health conscious or whatever. So I'm learning more about whatever. Have you ever heard of that stuff? And oh yeah, I know about that stuff. So by asking questions, you'll know, okay, let me give you a better example, because I don't think that's the best example. Let me give you an example. I am terrified to message people through their DMs. Okay. I really don't like to do it. I get nervous that oh God, I don't like, I like sales, rejection-free sales. I'm not a direct, that's why I have my own how to sell without selling. Okay. That is in my Rise Branding Academy. That's what I teach, how to sell without selling. Right.
Yeah.
You can do that all day long when you do it the right way, but there's going to be times where you do have relationships with people, and maybe you do have an opportunity or a product that could benefit someone because you already know enough about that person. So I remember that when I signed up with the digital marketing platform that I'm an affiliate for, and you are too, actually, and you've built all your funnels, your courses, all that good stuff with this same, which I'm so excited because I can't wait to show it off. But anyway, she's done a beautiful job. As a matter of fact, I did showcase your website that you built with the tool a few weeks ago. So I will link that video right below in the description box if you want to check out Lisa's website, which also shout out your website real quick, Lisa. It's at
LisaOnAutopilot.com.
Go to LisaOnAutopilot.com. You can check it out. She's got a lot of cool things there, podcast, the whole 9 yards, but her website is gorgeous, chef kiss, beautiful. Okay. But anyway, so I remember that, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? What was I talking about?
Well, we were talking about.
A better example.
Yes.
I know. Now, thank you, Lisa. So, so a better example is, so I knew this girl. She was an agency owner. She worked with WordPress, and she was in the same situation that I was, only making one-off commissions from HostGator, things like that. And I was like, okay, I don't know if this is going to be the right fit for her, but I will reach out to her because maybe what I have can solve a problem that she might be having. So I said, hey, are you still doing, agency work? Yes, I am. Are you still using WordPress? Yes, I am. Are you still just making the commissions from HostGator? Yeah, it's whatever, she's only doing that. And I was like, okay, listen, I don't know if this is the right thing for you. It may or may not be. Okay. But I just aligned with this tool, and they have all these tools, and they also pay, 100% commission on the first sale and all these things. And I'm like, do you think that this could be something that you might want to check out for your business? She's like, oh my gosh, of course, send me the link. Because she was like, I hit the pain points that I was struggling as an agency owner of, not making enough commissions, giving all those commissions to HostGator and not having any leverage, all those things, and it was a tool that could help her. And you know what? She ended up signing up, and she's still part of my team 4 years later. Okay. So but there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. The wrong way is to make it all about that Amazon guy, me, and I need you to do me this favor. I need you to go to my channel. There was a girl that we're laughing when I said, show you the book. There was this girl that we did a business with, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, maybe now. And this girl, she's just like, oh, I just released my new book. I would love if you bought a copy.
Right.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? I just joined this thing, and I would love everyone to join, but it doesn't work that way, So guys, avoid that, avoid it. Don't do it. Don't be that guy or girl. Always approach, I'm not a DM person, but if you do it the right way, think of, okay, I know you're excited. I know you want to sign people up, but always make it about them first. How can you solve the problem for them? Is this going to be a solution for them? And if it is, boom, then they'll sign up with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how long we've been going here on YouTube, but the next three are like kind of like behind the curtain kind of stuff that I really it's just too long to put on YouTube. Okay. But just to give you a little teaser, all right, we're going to be talking about, let me get my notes over here. Let me see what the next question is. Oh, yeah, this is a big one. This one is all about creating time freedom and literally time hacking. Okay.
Mhm.
That's the next question that we're going to do. So right here, I'm just going to take a pause. All right. If you want to see what the other 3 mistakes that you have to avoid are, all right, I'm going to have a link right over here. You're just going to go over there. You're going to enter your name and email. All right. You don't have to pull out a credit card or anything like that. But this is kind of like more like, inner circle, behind the scenes kind of stuff that we're going to be talking about. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and click on that link right below for the other 3 things to avoid when you're building a digital marketing business. So for right now, for YouTube, I just want to thank you so much for spending this time with us for right now. And again, I will have some links in the description box if you want to check them out. I'll have also a link to Lisa's website on my description box as well, and the video where I show off her website also. And so, yeah, so anyway, hopefully from what you've seen so far, if you like this video, go ahead and like this video and make sure to subscribe to my channel and make sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. So with that being said, if you want to see the rest of the interview, make sure to head on over to this link, and I will see you on another video. Bye.
Bye. See you there.